bit of trash.
Yeah.
Your book. When's that coming
a
out? You
book.
have I saw on
love it.
what's it called? Publisher. I forgot the website.
Publishizer.
Publishizer, yeah. There's all these different packages, which is cool. I've actually never seen that for a book release and stuff.
So what we're doing is, Publishizer is a crowdfunding platform. So you would see it for products for Kickstarter or GoFundMe. So these platforms have existed for forever, crowdfunding. So what I actually did a book campaign and created a video, talked about my book, and that was to seek and attract publishers to jump on board. Anything from traditional publishers, which are few and far between it now anyway. They're not going to look on a website. But there's a lot of hybrid publishers, which is small independent publishers willing to take your book for royalty fees. So they will take a cut, but they're also going to help you distribute
Actually
to
get
them.
it out there,
And get it out there. And that was the main thing. I was always going to write a book, and I was always going to either self-publish if no one was going to. It's so possible now. Just jump it onto Amazon and you're like #1 hit seller for one category of some sort. Literally.
Better than nothing. It's actually out there. You have a book now,
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. But I wasn't doing it so much to be like, I want author on my title. Like, this is another thing because Mel does so much. So, I naturally
sprinkle
need to.
on author now
Yeah,
as well,
now I
or
can just put
something.
an author there. I'd love it. But that's not really the purpose. I guess the main thing for me, I built my social media platform from authentic writing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
actually going back to marketing, it's like I don't do anything that Instagram says to do. Short captions, like aesthetically pleasing color. I don't do any of that.
Yeah.
I put a photo up, cool. I don't look at then what the next photo needs to be. I don't plan the content in that way. It works for some amazing people, but I write essays. But that works for me because that's what my audience are kind of tuning into. And so what I felt was like I basically created a blog on my social media, and I'm finding that it's helping so many people. So if they can have a book that sits on their shelf, that's why it was like dyslexic over here, but that sits on their shelf and it can help them and they can draw wisdom and knowledge from my experience, that's amazing. And like in the world that I'm in with mental health and suicide prevention, like there's a lot of self-help books that helped me. And there's a lot of, like Tony Robbins, listening to his content, there were a lot of people that guided me, and some people might not go out and get those resources, but if I'm one of them, then I will be one of them. And also people listen to content in different ways, which is why you have visual, it's why you have audio, because people might want to do a podcast and go to the gym. Not you, Daniel. But you might want to sit
jump on the race.
But now you want to sit on, and eat Cheetos and watch a podcast. But some people might want to read because that's how they learn. So if I can give them access to that as well, that's why I'm doing it.
Oh, that's cool.
And so the campaign's finished now.
I saw that.
The campaign's finished now. I had 7 publishers interested by the end of the campaign, which was really huge because some people sold like 20,000 books and had 2 or 3 publishers. So 7 was like really good. I actually spoke to one today in New York, and he was just saying like, it really resonated because again, he had a story of suicide or affected him, and he was like, so that's what was what drew me to it. But I'm like, I'm really glad that someone on the other side of the world resonated with it and realized the importance of actually sharing more of these real life stories, because he didn't find words for it, but maybe I can. And someone else is going to go, man, I really I've read that, and I like this happened to me, and I lost my son or something, and maybe I can share some of like what I went through, and hopefully it can heal them, because the book's titled The Other Side. There is another side, as much as we don't think there is, as much as I didn't think that there is another side. I've now found I'm really happy in my current relationship. I've got incredible career goals that we've just talked about. I've actually built something on my own, and that was all from pain. Like when you let your mess become your message, it's
now that she knows of the sound effects. Wow,
yeah. So it's incredible. It's been an incredible journey, and hopefully when this book launches in 2020, it really helps a lot of people. That's the main thing. It's not, books aren't a moneymaker. Anyone who wants to be an author and try to make money out of it, it's probably not going to happen.
No, we're going to support that for sure. I'm keen for that.
I'm sure you can't. Oh no, you have something to say? I'll let you go.
No, you go.
You kind of already answered it though, really. But yeah, like why now was my question in terms of
the book,
putting the pen to the paper.
Yep.
You could have just said writing a book. Like,
I wanted to sound
I love it. You're poetic and literature.
That's it. That's what I studied.
So for me, after Gus passed and for the better of that first 2 years, I was like, every time stories would happen, I'm like, man, I'm going to write a book about this. Same as podcasting. I think it's like when you have these really good conversations, man, I should have put this on a podcast. And I never felt like I had enough credibility or enough story to write a book. I was like, I'll just wait till I'm 75 and accomplished. And
then people actually want to know.
and then it's like I've achieved X, Y, and Z. I'm super successful living on an island. Now I can write a book.
Right.
And the reality is it's just not going to be like that. And life is never like that. Do it now. And the people around me, especially Pierre, was like, you've got so many other chapters in your life. You can summarize these chapters, take the lessons out of that, and then there can be a book 2. There can be a book 3.
Legit.
Who really knows? But I know for a fact that in my 29 years of life, how much I've got already, that's worth sharing. And
100%.
at least, who knows? Like, really, genuinely, who knows when my time is up? We don't know. That's the thing. So
you can't push it always of this.
Yeah, and that's what we always do, don't we? It's like we'll travel later, we'll buy that thing later, we'll indulge later, or like all this sort of stuff. But it's like really all we've got is the here and now. So if I can leave my legacy and contribute and have a memoir out of my life to date, it'll change. And I'll probably, after I write it, who knows, at 60 I might be like, cringe, that book.
Yeah, it almost gives you a story
I was
for
just
later
gonna say,
on even.
do you like kind of fear that in a sense? Because it's like, I really enjoy like music, right? So, and I love creative albums. Like I love like, for example, Good Kid, Mad City, right? Cliche, but it's like, because it's a story the whole way through, all that kind of stuff. But I'm like, I wonder for so many artists or whatever, it's like, do you look back and go, like, why did I put that on the album? You know what I mean? Are you kind of concerned with...
The thing is, at least they put it on the
album. Exactly.
At least so you'll get artists and all the time it's like, nah, it's not going to, I'm not ready yet. It's not perfect yet. If you're chasing perfectionism, you're not going to put anything out.
Exactly.
Why don't you put it out and let the market tell you if it's good or not?
Yeah.
Like what you might not think is your greatest work, they don't know that.
Yeah.
Someone might really have needed those lyrics and that beat. Like someone really might have needed that. And because of you and your ego that it's not ready, you're not going to put that out. That's selfish.
Right. It's exactly how I feel about Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
20 years for an album.
Yeah.
But with that, is that like, I'm guessing that's your mentality with the book, right? Like if it's going to be cringe, it's going to be cringe. But if I don't drop 1, I can't drop number 2.
Yeah. And also like experience, but also like, it's my story. Yeah. Who else is going to tell it if I don't tell it? Yeah. If you don't own your story and if you don't start telling your story, someone else is going to do it for you and not in your words.
Yeah.
Like
wow.
Is he looking at me? I really, really like that. Yeah. Like, yeah. Why not you? Why? You know what I'm trying to say.
No one else should tell it.
Yeah.
No one literally should take ownership of it. And it's like, you don't even need a book to be the platform to even do that.
It's anything.
Like anything.
Genuinely, it's anything.
Own your own story.
What I'm advocating for is like, if you just happen to be good at graphic design, then it's like, do it through that. If you love t-shirts, do it through the brands, like the streetwear brands. If you love music, that's it. Writing, whatever your creative outlet is that you can shine. Like sometimes if you're bad at video, don't vlog. Like that's just not what you're meant to do. That's cool. Do it in another way. Sing, do something else. Yeah.
Oh, that's real cool.